Hello there guys, we have another scam token, a very quick and easy one to check. It's exactly the same scam as I've just uploaded in a previous video where they called a function swap ETH and they were using that to steal tokens from you to basically set your balance to zero. This contract has an identical function but they've called it something different. In this case they've called it reward. Now I want to show you where you've got to look and what you've got to look for something that could be suspicious. So click on where it says contract and click on where it says transactions. And inside here, this column here where it says method, normally we get approve in here and we don't tend to get much else. But you can see that we've got reward over and over again. And on the other contract, on the previous video uploaded, we had swap ETH. So anything in this column that isn't approved, dig into it, see what it does. Now, bearing in mind that they name these things themselves, so they could change the function of the one that's called approve and name it something different. And that could be suspicious as well. But this reward being in here, being called really often, immediately sets off alarm bells. So let's have a look at it. If we go on the see more info, then the function's actually called reward with a capital R inside the contract, and it's being passed an address and a value. So if we go into the contract itself and look at what is happening, no surprises in here. So we'll search for reward. Oops. So there it is, function, reward with a capital R. So that's the function that's being called. It's happening really often, exactly the same function as before on the other contract where it was called swap ETH last time. Taking the balance of whatever wallet is passed in and making that balance equal the sum of this. And the sum of this, because there is a zero passed in as the value, which is inside here, is always going to be zero. So this is basically setting your balance to nothing. And this here is making it so that only the wallet which is designated as the charity fee is the only person that can call this function. So this could be renounced and they can still call it. So this is identical to what we've just seen. Last time it was called swap ETH or something like that. This time it's called reward. So last time I said jump into the contract and just search for swap ETH and you'll see this. So obviously on this token we don't see that because they didn't call it swap ETH this time. This time it's called reward. So what I'll say, in addition to what I said on the previous video, is go into the contract, go into the transactions, and if you can see something in this column that's being called quite often, then go into the code and look at what that is. So click on one of the transactions. So we'll click on this one. It's called reward. Click this to see more information, and then you get here the actual name of the function inside the code. Go and have a look at the code, see what the function is, see what values are being passed into it, and what the result of that might be. In this case, the result is whatever wallet gets passed in, your token balance becomes zero. So look out for this one. It is very prolific at the moment. Obviously slight variations of it by calling this function different names, but it's a really quick check that you can do and it will keep you safe. Take care guys, bye bye.